3 weeks from today, we're on the road, folks. First take at the fight in Vegas, counting down to Money and Mayweather. Packy, actually. The complexes will be at the MGM Grand Pool Complex. Follow us there Wednesday, April 29th through Friday, May 1st. Again, the MGM Grand Pool Complex, April 29th through Friday, May 1st. Doors open at 5:30 a.m. local time. The show is live from 7 to 9 a.m. Come check us out in Vegas. And speaking of Vegas and the fight, Wale's still hanging out with us. Will you be in Las Vegas?
I'm not sure, man. I don't think those tickets are economically, I don't know. We might go over there, but I think you might get the more bang for your buck if you just watch it somewhere in private.
I agree with that. Okay, so we got to talk to you.
I like that commentating as well.
Mayweather. Yeah. Why? Make the case.
Well, Mayweather. I think Mayweather in a split decision. Take it for what you want, but I think they're already planning on the sequel.
Oh.
You know, when you charging $100 for a pay-per-view fight, I think you're thinking sequel already. I think, I think that if people really get too much involved in the video packages and the hype and the first 48 and all that other stuff, I think you're going to be sadly mistaken, because there's going to be two boxers in there that are super strategic, very safe, very careful. Nobody's going to really take risks, because this is a fight that they've been thinking of, dreaming about for years. Nobody wants to be the one to make the first mistake. I think Floyd will he's the superior athlete, so that will put him over. But I think they're going to probably be a lot of gloves hitting gloves, gloves hitting elbows, and a lot of tying each other up. And it's not going to be like one of those Sugar Ray. Duran matches. There's two fighters that are going to be very, very safe.
So you think it's going to be a little tedious to watch for people who are expecting high action, high
However,
octane.
there are boxing fans that enjoy the patient boxing matches and things of that nature. So if you're expecting a slugfest, you better look at the undercard or something like that.
Stephen A., let's bring you in on this. He said the decision has already been decided and there will be a sequel.
Well, we definitely appreciate Wale for a lot of different things. Obviously, boxing. I'm here for you, bro. I'm here for you.
I think
because
you just got
when
insulted.
when you say a split decision, there's no way. I mean, listen. First of all, Floyd wouldn't get a split decision. If it were that close, they'd give it to Pacquiao. That's number one, because so many people want Floyd to lose. Number two, I think that Manny Pacquiao is incapable of being passive. That's why they call him the Pac-Man. He keeps coming, and he throws punches in bunches. And I think that he's going to set himself up for a fall. I'm predicting that Mayweather is going to take him out in the 11th round. I don't think it's going to be a decision. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Wale. This is boxing. A one punch can change anything. I'm fully aware of the fact that Manny Pacquiao, if he catches Floyd right, that could be it. If Floyd Mayweather could have the first loss of his career. This is boxing. We all understand that. But looking at it on its face, Floyd Mayweather is just too much of a superior boxer. He's a wizard defensively, and Manny Pacquiao only knows one way. As great as he is, I'm talking about in terms of his pace, he only knows one way. He doesn't lay back and wait for anything. He throws punches. He's coming for Floyd. He wants this bad. And that's going to play right into Floyd's hands. And as Roy Jones Jr. articulated, he's going to force Mayweather to take him out.
Who's promoting
And that is what I believe will happen.
Is it Golden Boy?
Well, joint.
Mayweather.
And
Mayweather, top rank.
Might got a check coming in.
I like that. Touche.
Might got
what's happening?
I think he got a check coming.
Let me tell you.
I hear you.
I can prove that's not true. I can prove that's not true.
When you pull up,
absolutely prove that's not true.
To work tomorrow in the belly.
You want me to tell you how?
What's going on?
Want me to tell you how? I can prove that that's not true because I'm still here working.
If
I was on that payroll, I'd be paid so lovely I wouldn't need to work.
That suit looks a little European.
That suit is looking a little European on you, brother.
Yeah, hey.
Armani or something?
Stephen A., you said you got a Bentley in the parking lot.
Trust me,
Stephen
Tom
A.
Ford, exactly. Golden Boy. hush, hush. This is going to be a great fight, slugfest.
Trust me, Stephen A. doesn't need any more money.
He's
got his.
He's set.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well,
He's set. He's
Alberto.
Yeah.
Alberto.
There you go.
He went
Alberto.
Alberto. They got the Alberto.
I am done. He hit it with Alberto. Okay,
Now, let me point out that unlike my partner, Stephen A. Smith, I respect your boxing knowledge. He just insulted your boxing knowledge.
I did not.
Yes, he did.
You will not turn me against Stephen A.
I
Thank you.
Are you trying to do that?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Just give me a chance. Give me a
My
chance.
man.
How much do you respect Pacquiao's punching power in this fight?
I mean, it's an anomaly. Like the velocity and the frequency in which he throws punches is crazy. But I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar business. I'm sure Floyd is being prepared for that. I'm sure he's prepared for that. And I also know that Manny knows that Floyd is ready for that. So maybe he might switch it up a little bit. Maybe he might throw a little bit less punches. Maybe he might try to drain Floyd out and throw him later on in the fight.
Maybe.
I don't think he's going to be the Manny Pacquiao that we're used to seeing, because everybody's probably have to change their game plan a little bit for this fight. It's that big. It's probably one of the biggest fights of the past 15 years.
Sure.
It's that big. And I don't think you're going to get the standard Floyd Mayweather or the standard Manny Pacquiao.
How much is Floyd prepared for being 38 years of age up against punches in bunches, as Stephen A. said?
This is a guy who literally swims in money and counts money as a hobby. I think he's pretty prepared. I think he knows what's at stake. I think he knows his legacy is at stake. I think he knows that I believe that Floyd Mayweather is under the philosophy is that if he loses this match, nothing matters. And I think, knowing Floyd, I don't know him well, but I know enough to know he's a very proud man. And I think that he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that his legacy remains.
All right, how nervous is he? Roy Jones Jr. was on the show and he said they both are nervous. In your opinion, how nervous is Floyd about this fight?
I think as soon as that first punch, as soon as he gets hit with his first zinger, I think all that nervousness goes out the window and it turns into a fight. Although high stakes, it turns into a fight. And I think everybody's nervous. And as soon as Justin Bieber hits his first note walking down Floyd Mayweather, when he walks him down, I think it might go away.
May I say something to both Skip and Wale about this? This is the one thing when I spent some time with Floyd, and yes, I was hanging in a Bentley. I will openly admit that, Wale.
Probably yours.
I would say it was not mine. It was not mine. I would not buy a Bentley. I'm not that. I don't have that much money. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. When I was with Floyd, in all seriousness, guys, what you just brought up resonates, because Floyd is quick to point out that he's been on this stage before. And Pacquiao don't know what he's in for because he don't know what he asked for. I can respect where Floyd is coming from. But in my estimation, that's the one thing I disagree with Floyd about, Skip. I don't believe Floyd has been on this stage before. See, when Floyd was, even though he was undefeated, Oscar De La Hoya was in Floyd's position. He was the A-lister. Floyd was on a come-up despite an unblemished record, and it was a big fight for him in terms of gathering and capturing the acclaim he believed he so richly deserved. Canelo Alvarez, big fight, but a big puncher, a guy that walks around heavier than Floyd. If Floyd, for some reason, had ended up losing that fight, we would have all understood to some degree, because Canelo Alvarez is considered a super welterweight, junior middleweight, bigger guy, not fighting at catch weights, walks around bigger, stronger, heavier puncher. So Floyd's brilliance, comes shining through, but the expectations weren't the same. In this particular fight, regardless of how big it is for both, it's pressure on Manny too. But because Manny Pacquiao has lost before, it would be just another loss.
Several times.
Floyd has never lost. And so, in Floyd's mind, everything is at stake. Regardless of what he says, everything is at stake. His unblemished record, even though it shouldn't be, his legacy, people talking, chirping about him, his belief that he's the greatest ever, all of this other stuff. Manny Pacquiao is literally in a position to come and take everything that Floyd has worked for his entire career. Yep. And as unfair as that is, I think Floyd knows it, And as a result, that's going to elevate him to another level. See, everybody thinks that because he knows that, he may fold. I'm saying no. It's because Floyd knows that no matter what you have seen from Floyd, it will be nothing compared to what he will display for you on May 2nd. I think we will see the greatest we have ever seen from Floyd Mayweather Jr.
There you go. Make your case, sir.
That check is in the mail. Thank you, Golden Boy.
Thank you, Golden Boy.
I'm just being honest.
Okay. Now, can I rebut that and just be honest?
You can
From
try.
what I've heard from Freddie Roach and others in the Manny Pacquiao camp, I remind both of you, I educate both of you to the fact that Manny Pacquiao has waited 5 long years for this night and this night only.
Right.
So you can give me all the 48 no's you want to give me. Manny Pacquiao has been on a mission to talk this man into finally taking this fight, if not shame him into taking this fight, which he finally did, publicly shamed him, till he finally had to say, okay, I'll fight you. And now Manny Pacquiao is going to make a statement that he has wanted to make for 5 long years because he does not like anything about Floyd Mayweather, especially what he has stood for outside the ring.
Are you trying to modify the significance of any of his losses right now? Are you trying to diffuse those?
I am
because it's almost like you're saying
he didn't care.
It's almost like you're saying, okay, guys, now I'm for real.
Okay.
That's almost like you saying
he was fighting Juan Manuel Marquez.
Then you win.
Okay.
Then you win.
Okay.
If you're fighting
it was his 4th time fighting him.
You win. You got
your mind wanders. You wander into a punch.
You got 3 months to prepare for one date. It doesn't matter. You have to. You're a professional boxer. Your objective is to seek and destroy no matter who you're fighting. If you have 4, how many losses? You have 4 or 5. Well, I don't even look at you with the same. Once he got hit on that button and he met the ground and he was dizzy and all that, it was already tainted for me. I thought he had a shot.
Do you understand?
He
that was the 4th time he's having to fight that same guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The 4th time? Are you kidding me?
Clean him up 4 times.
Oh, please.
So I got to let you win because I'm tired of fighting?
Okay, well, just watch what happens. You're going to see a whole new Manny Pacquiao.
He might be reacquainted with that canvas again. Yeah. That's what might happen.
That's right.
Well, so now you just let him talk you into that?
No,
you said split decision. Now you're saying he's going to get knocked down?
I'm saying, Mike, you're acting like Manny Pacquiao's indestructible, but he's been destructed before.
Well, he has because he let his mind wander and he wandered into a punch and he was ahead on every card.
You gave him an excuse.
You know, Skip's acting like he got caught with a blow, got stunned, couldn't get up inside of 10 seconds. The brother was put to sleep.
He was not put to sleep.
All right,
playing chess.